you are live with us, please say hello and let me know how the sound is, if you can hear me. Four people watching. We'll get started in just a few minutes. I'm trying to get an idea of how the sound is for you all. I am on an iPad. I'm going to see if this helps with the video quality. I've been having issues. So if you're watching, it's probably just going to be me tonight. Nassim is trying to get some literature printed so that we can drop off to some precinct chairs, and
the word out.
He's next to me, so he may talk to me just from here, but he's probably not going to be on camera today. If you have a question for me personally or politically, please type it in the chat. I want this to be some time for me to just talk to you all. And I had a meeting yesterday with the Sam Houston State University Young Democrats on campus, and it was a really great meeting. I've actually asked Jordan Johnson if she will send me that video, because I would like to share it on our Facebook page as well as on our website and YouTube. I had a really good conversation with several students, and I kind of talked about myself, and then I just kind of asked them, I wanted to hear from them what, if they were a single issue voter, what would that issue be? And everybody kind of went around and told me what theirs would be if it was a single issue, or if they had a single issue. And we just talked about it, and I felt like it was a really good conversation. So I am posing the same question to you all. If you were a single issue voter, what would your single issue be? I'm trying to check Facebook to see if we are streaming. Please tell me in the comments to let me know how the video quality is and the sound, if y'all can hear me. You don't need no more noise.
It's the drum beat. 27 days, ladies and gentlemen. 27 days. What are we, 5 days until early voting starts? Woohoo! I hope you're packing, Mr. Brady. Don't wait till the last minute. It ain't fun. You too, Liz. Start packing for DC.
I've already told Nassim I'm not moving to DC. I'll be commuting.
Like Brady does?
Yes. Texas is my home. I was born in Dallas, Texas. I lived in Texas all my life. I don't know if I'm liking this using my phone. I really need to get my computer back. Oh, thank goodness, the printer has stopped making noise. I'm not printing anymore. Why is it saying it's paper? It has paper. Fly on me. I'm like Pence. So it's not finished?
All night.
So Nick, if you're still watching,
What's going on, Nick?
my laptop, I have not had good luck, and this is like the worst time for this to happen.
Let's not have a time to drop it like that. Let's just throw that out there.
So a couple of weeks ago, my laptop got knocked off because somebody walked through where the charger was, and I had this line that was running horizontally and vertically.
You dropped your laptop.
Quiet. But it was still functioning, and then all of a sudden, my laptop started. The screen would go black, and I would have
dropped
to.
It again. All of a sudden.
No, that was before actually. The screen would go black, and I would have to close it and open it back up, and then it would work again. Well, then on Sunday, we had the Barkathon for Biden, and I was outside because I had the dogs out there. By the way, if you haven't seen that video, you should go watch it because it was really fun and cute. And there was a lot of really great doggy videos. When I was coming back inside, I had too many things in my hand, and I dropped my laptop on the floor. Like it fell out of my hands from, standing position onto the ground, and now it will not work at all. I've actually sent it off to Apple to get repaired. But yes, this is absolutely the worst time for my laptop to not be working because obviously I'm running for Congress right now, and I do a lot of work on my laptop. And so I'm using my iPad, which we utilize a platform called Restream so that we can put our live videos on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope at the same time. But every time I get on my iPad and now on my cell phone, it tells me, mobile device support is limited, switch to desktop computer for best experience. So I have a feeling that's part of the problems that we're having is because I'm not on my computer, on my actual laptop. So Stephen Bays says $20 says Pence has COVID. I probably say you're probably right.
What's going on, babe?
Nick called me an electronics abuser. Thanks, Nick.
Very accurate, sir. You only knew.
Yeah, so I bought this mic.
Oh, yes.
I bought this for Nassim to use because, you know, Stephen, you were saying
Now you know why I'm not on the
Will you please be quiet? So I bought this for Nassim to use, but because he wasn't going to join us today, I was like, I'll try it since I'm going to get on my phone. And I'm trying to hook it up. I had to put my phone on the tripod. I don't normally use the tripod. And we tested this yesterday, and it works very well. It's got this little fuzzy thing that goes on the end. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's so bad. And so it blocks out like the wind noise. And you plug it into your phone port. And I put it in there, and somehow the thing got knocked off, and the piece that plugs into your phone got stuck in my phone, and it's broken. This is not happening. So that's why I was wondering how the sound is for y'all. Like if y'all could actually hear me clearly, because I'm not using the mic that I was planning to use. What? Oh, toner. It seemed showing me they were out of toner.
Sit back here.
Yep. No. It's the other side. So Nick, you commented ahead. I disappeared. Now I can't see it. I saw something about LGBTQ, but now I don't see it. So Nick, you obviously are part of the LGBTQ community. So I would like to hear from you if you could type in the chat how you think I can help you as a congressional candidate. You know, obviously equality is important to me, and that, you know, spans across all communities and for everybody. But if there's something specific that comes to mind for you, I would like to hear about it. You also have a mic. A desktop. Man, do they still make desktop computers? Yeah, so apparently I am an electronics abuser. So I'm just going to comment. So I plan on running, win or lose, in 2022. And that's a really good thing for a few reasons. But one of the reasons it's a good thing is because, you know, we're how many days away from the election now? Oh, my 5-year-old needs help.
27.
27 days away from election day.
5 days away from
with early voting starting on Tuesday. And, you know, we're learning things and doing things that I wish I had knew sooner. And, you know, going into the next campaign, we will have these tools and tricks and tips already figured out for the next election. You built the desktop. We need Congress to pass protections so the Supreme Court take them away. Yes. I 100% agree, Nick. Yeah, you know, people don't realize how important the judges are in our community. So everyone that goes out and vote, please make sure you vote blue down ballot. There's, I think, how many judge seats? I can think of like 5, 6 of them. I know they're all women and 1 male. And we need to make sure we vote for all of these judges because...
Yeah, we need to take the Senate. Because the federal judges
Yeah.
have been set the federal one.
Yes.
We need the Senate bad. So, MJ. Blew all the way through.
No. Nick, how is the sound? Could y'all hear the printer going? Can y'all hear me clearly? Okay, let's see what we have coming up. Okay, so I shared this on Facebook earlier. Tomorrow we have an event that will be streamed on Facebook starting at 5:30 p.m. It's to celebrate National Hispanic Heritage Month, which runs from September the 15th to October the 15th. And we are doing it limited capacity in person at Guerrero Meat Market, which is in Spring. And on the side of that building, they have a mural of Vanessa Guillen. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. The young lady that was killed at Fort Hood. There's a mural of her on the side of the building that is beautiful. I actually saw it a few weeks ago when we were doing literature drops at some apartments around that area. I went back by Guerrero Meat Market to leave some of my flyers. I've actually been there a couple times and talked to somebody that works there and let them know that I'm running for Congress in the area and asked if I could leave flyers there for the Hispanic community. And they were very receptive to that. And when we went by there, we saw the mural, and it's very, very beautiful. So we're going to be out there in person from 5:30 to 6:30, but then the event will be streamed live on my Facebook and as well as Lorena Perez McGill's Facebook page. We have also created a digital billboard ad for the event. One, to let people know that they can join us on Facebook Live tomorrow, but also to raise awareness about National Hispanic Heritage Month. So thank you, Lorena, for organizing that event. This was something that she started to put together, and she invited me to join as well. I think it's very important that we honor our soldiers and everything that the Hispanic culture has given to our country. I was looking it up earlier because I always like looking up, what's behind the holiday, and it talked about some statistics of the number of Hispanics that are in the Army. Let me see if I can pull up my event real quick. I remember when this story was on the news, when they were looking for her, and it was just so very sad to hear that she was missing, and it's awful. So as of 2018, there were 136,000 Hispanic soldiers had served in the United States Army, composing of 13.8% of the Army. And who doesn't love Hispanic food? Because I know I do. So we have that event going on tomorrow from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. And let me check my calendar real quick to see if I have any more announcements about other events. calendar. Okay, tomorrow is Friday. Yay. We will be doing some literature drops. If you're able to join us for literature drops, please let me know. So another thing, you know, we have a great team of precinct chairs in Montgomery County that are delivering bags of literature with all of the candidates' information. But they are hitting likely Democrats or Democrats' doors with that information. You know, it's very important that we get the vote out. But our campaign is dropping literature at every door in various different precincts. So if you're somebody that wants to help on the campaign and maybe you can't commit to joining us, you know, on every morning or a morning that we go out from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m., maybe your work schedule, or maybe it fluctuates, maybe the evenings are better for you. We went out one evening on Tuesday, but evenings get really busy for me because I have Zoom meetings, a lot of Zoom meetings and things like that going on in the evenings. So I try to go literature dropping in the morning. But if that doesn't work for you and you're somebody that, you know, feels like I want to do more than just vote, which is really what we need this year. It's so important because voting is not enough. You know, we've got to get your friends to vote, your family to vote, get as many people as you can to early vote, which starts on Tuesday the 13th up until the 30th of October. But if you want to do more, send me a message, an email, a Facebook message, a text, whatever it is. Reach me, whatever your preferred method is, and let me know, hey, I want to do some literature drops in my neighborhood, wherever that is, as long as it's in our district. Montgomery County, Walker County, Houston County, we have a portion of Leon County, Trinity County, San Jacinto County. Did I say Walker? I did say Walker. And we have some in North Harris County. Let me know where you live, and I will drop literature off to you. If you think you have time to hit 100 doors on your street or your neighborhood, let me know, and I will bring 100 flyers to you. And on your own time, whenever that may be, all you have to do is take a piece of tape and go tape it on their door. That's it. You don't need to knock. You can get some steps in and help spread the word. You know, we're hitting every door because, you know, this is a very different year than probably any other year. Obviously, it's, you know, definitely the election of a lifetime. It's the most important election we've probably ever seen. And Republicans may not necessarily be voting Republican this year. So, you know, I obviously want to get my name out there and let them know that Brady does have an opponent. You know, Brady's basically Trump's best friend. If people don't like Trump, they shouldn't like Brady. So send me a message. Let me know your address. I will drop off as much literature as you ask me for and think that you can get out.
Mom, screen's black and I can't see the show.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with it.
It's the light.
It may be.
I was paid by Mattel.
Okay, well, you're going to have to ask Nassim because I'm on TV right now. People are watching me. Go ask him to help you. We're having a YouTube mishap over here. Yeah, so I think this weekend, wow, I'm looking at the calendar. I actually don't have any meetings, so we'll probably be doing literature drops Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, especially in some of the orphan precincts. We have a couple of precincts that don't have chairs that we're trying to make sure that we get information to. So, and our yard signs, I have a couple of different sort of what I'm calling hub locations. So the Montgomery County Democratic headquarters has our signs there. So you can go by there and pick up a sign. I think they're open 10 to 1 Monday through Friday. And then their weekend hours are a little bit different. I think it's maybe 10 to 4. Correct me if I'm wrong, if somebody's watching and they know. And then I have somebody in Spring in Imperial Oaks that has our signs on hand that can deliver to you, or you can pick up from him. I also have somebody in Creekside with signs. And then I live in the Woodlands on the west side, and I can deliver as well, or you can pick up. So if you're in need of signs, just private message me. And then I live in the turn this down. I'm trying to see if we have any comments. Also, with early voting starting on Tuesday, if you're able to be at any of the early voting locations, if you can volunteer for that, also message me. You know, we want to keep those polling locations staffed with somebody if possible. You know, to either hand out flyers or just represent the campaign. I know the precinct chairs would appreciate any help with that because there are a lot of precincts. So can I see any comments? Ooh, okay. I see Bob Miller's comments here. Not a Cowboys fan, but yes to the Dallas Stars. I do love the Dallas Stars, and I love hockey. I wish we had hockey here. I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. For one, I was actually born in Dallas, Texas, and growing up, my parents were Cowboys and Oilers fans. And so I grew up a Cowboys fan. And then I actually worked for the Dallas Cowboys for about 3 years at the Dallas Cowboys merchandising. I worked in accounting. And so I'm Blue Star all the way. Liz, which is the largest problem, or are they both equal? Computers for kids learning at home or lack of internet service? Gosh, that's a tough one. Well, it probably depends on where you live. I mean, if you're somebody that lives in a rural county, it's probably internet service. You know, honestly, they're probably equal because, you know, even me who already has internet service, I mean, I've always had internet service because I have access to it. But when we were doing kids homeschool, I mean, I have 3 kids, and so I didn't have enough devices for all of us because everybody was needing to do something at the same time, including me needing to work on the campaign. And so it's probably equal, honestly. I mean, I think if you live in the rural counties, Cinnamon, I think if you live in the rural counties, it's probably more of an issue, the internet issue, because they don't have quality internet. And if you live, you know, in the Woodlands, it's probably a device issue. But I think it's probably depends on who you ask. I know for me personally, it was a device problem. And I went and checked out a Google Chromebook for my son because of us not having enough devices, and the thing worked like a dinosaur. Oh, my battery is dying. Hold on a second. Okay. So yeah, the Chromebook worked terribly. I mean, to the point where it was not usable because to do anything, it took forever. So I don't know if that has been other students' experience that has had to check out equipment from the school. But it was not helpful at all. And we used it just to get on my son's Zoom meetings with his school that he had to get on every morning to check in. And that was about it. But to get on there with that Chromebook from school and do actual work was impossible. So I imagine that the schools probably need updated equipment that works much better. Nick, I need an IT guy. Can you move in? Yeah, I'm reading your comment. Our schools gave out Chromebooks to students, but most low income don't have internet. Yeah. Yeah, I think it probably depends on where you live, but I think the internet, it's like you have to have both. You need quality internet and you need to have the equipment. It doesn't do you any good to have one without the other. So we definitely need more funding for that. So what else do y'all want to talk about? Who's on? What did y'all think of the debate? Did anybody watch? I actually hosted a watch party, but yeah, I really don't like Pence. I just, it wasn't as awful as the first debate that we watched, but he was interrupting too, and I mean, I couldn't believe when the moderator asked him about the pro-choice question, and they were previously talking about, I can't even remember what it was, and he refused to answer that question and move on to the next topic and wanted to go back and address the previous question that was being discussed. I was just like, really? But I thought Senator Harris did a pretty good job. I like her a lot. She's very well spoken, and Pence equals Antichrist. Yeah, he's so uninspiring too. Oh my gosh, and the fly, yes, that was great. And that's all I heard about today on the radio when I was driving was the radio host talking about the fly, and apparently that was a big thing on social media, like instantly when it happened. So that was pretty awesome. I was happy to see that the wall partition was put up, because I had heard that they were his campaign was giving some pushback on the necessity of the wall, which, as somebody commented earlier, Stephen commented that they're pretty sure he probably has COVID. And now I'm hearing that, so I heard that they wanted to do the second presidential debate through Zoom or some type of, internet form, and Trump is, I guess, now refusing or saying that he's not doing that. So who knows? Are we going to have a debate or not? He spoke so much BS, he attracted the fly. Gosh, I agree. The hypocrisy of the Republicans is just, I just can't believe it, honestly. I can't, but I can. Because, I mean, at this point, we're used to it, right? Let's see if I see any more. Oh, yes, his eyes looked so creepy. I think I read or heard that he had some kind of issue going on with it. I didn't know that, during the debate, obviously. But, yes, the moderator was terrible. I thought to myself, I think Chris Wallace would have done a better job with these two debating than the last debate. He was a little more firm, and I don't know, the moderator from last night, she was just like, Pence would be like, a few more seconds, and she would be like, okay, I'll give you 15 seconds, and then he goes off on his tangent. I'm like, that was like a whole minute. He had way more time than Kamala had to talk. Kamala. So Nassim, since you're in here, would you like to add any? Is there any news that I missed today? I was running around, I feel like, all day long. I left here, went to FedEx to drop my laptop off to be mailed to Apple to get fixed. Then I had to go deliver bundles of signs to some hub locations, and then a few other single places and some other errands I had to run. I had to go check the mail, and then I got back, and then I had a meeting at 6:30, which was streamed live on Facebook. It was for Precinct 70 with Christy Vines. I'm gonna see if I can find it and share it on my page. So if y'all want to go back and watch it, you can. We talked about a lot of different subjects on there as well. And then I had another meeting, and then this Facebook Live. So I haven't been on social media. I don't know if there's any breaking news. Anything happened today? Well, I haven't been on like the news, other than Twitter, I guess. Been on Twitter. Nothing? No jaw dropping came across the wire today?
Trump said he didn't want to do a virtual debate.
Oh yeah, I did. I heard that this morning. I actually just talked about that. Is Biden going to agree to not do that? Let's see. They need soundproof booths. Yes, they do, Bob. Bob, thank you for delivering those signs to Porter for me today. Demetria she sent me a message and she said, "Oh my God, this really sweet man came and brought me a sign. Thank you." She was very happy. Our cat's meowing. Oh, second debate possibly moved to the 22nd. Yeah, that's pretty late.
We need volunteers.
Yes, we need volunteers. I already talked about, if people can't join us, 9 to 12 when we're going, to just let me know their address, and I will drop literature off to them, and they can take a walk on their own free time in their own neighborhood and drop lit.
When's Bay's going to go with us?
I don't know if he's still watching. Nassim wants to know when you, Stephen, are going to go walk with us. So I was looking at our calendar, and we're pretty much free Friday, Saturday, Sunday to do lit drops, like all weekend. I'm not seeing that we have any meetings scheduled, which is a miracle.
All right, we'll be posting it.
If you are in the 1488 45 area, please go check out our billboards. So we have 5 ads running right now. One is sort of a temporary ad. It's for the Hispanic Heritage celebration for tomorrow. So it's only going to run through tonight and through tomorrow. But then we have 4 other ads, 2 in English and 2 in Spanish. I did get a picture sent to me earlier of one of the ads, and it looks pretty good. And so if you're in that area, you can swing by there and see them. And there's some other really great ads from the Democrats as well. It's really nice to see those out there. Tired of seeing Trump and Pence everywhere. Oh my gosh. I went to drop off a sign today to a coworker's house, and her neighbors had a yard sign that said, "Vote Republican," in red at the top, and then at the bottom it was blue. And in the blue section it said, "Because the other side is insane." Something like that. And I'm like, I think you have your wires crossed. We're voting blue because the Republicans are insane, or the other side is insane. Trump is insane. And anybody that follows Trump is insane. Bob said hello to you, Missing.
Hey, Bob.
Can y'all hear my cats crying? They sound like little babies. Gosh, why does this keep doing this? I just want to see the comments. Bomb says several folks told me they. I think it cut off. Nick can hear it. Yes, Nick, you know what? I think we should go out to Walker County, maybe Saturday. Either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, we need to come up there. I would like to go. I'm supposed to get some literature to the Sam Houston Democrats as well. And I know Dorothy has been dropping lids on Saturday morning. So yes, we will be coming to Walker as well. I just need to figure out which day we're going to do that. So let me, no, I won't share this story. I was going to share a story, but I'm not going to. I'll save it for off Facebook. So we did lid drops the other day in Harris County with W.G. Walters. He's the precinct chair. And while we were doing literature drops, his sole comes off of his shoe, on one of his shoes. And I mean, I've had that happen, like with flip-flops. You know, you're wearing like thong flip-flops and the piece comes out of the shoe and you're pretty much done. You can't wear that shoe. You're walking barefoot with one shoe. And so he pushes forward. I'm like, are you sure you could still like walk and do lid drops? And of course, like the bottom of the shoe, in between the sole and the shoe, it's got like this metal piece. So now when he's walking, it sounds like he's wearing ballet shoes.
Tap shoes.
Yeah, tap shoes. And he's like, no, I'm fine. And I'm like, okay. So we continue on. We're together on one street, and Nassim was on another street with Lila, or in another area. And so we're doing these cul-de-sacs, and we meet up again. And by the time we meet up again, we finish a big cul-de-sac that he had one and I had one. They're like across from each other. The second sole falls off of his second shoe. I'm like, what? I mean, okay, one falls off, but the second one falls off in like the same day. Wow, it's just like, man, you've really walked in those shoes a lot. He's really put some miles on them. But he pushed forward, and we dropped lit on maybe 300 houses. Yeah, that was dedication right there. All right, Nick says, make a decision. He's going to send an email blast in the morning and get help for lit drops. Buy the man some new shoes. So when do we want to go to Walker?
Hold on.
Let him know.
I gotta look now.
What do you need to look at? I already told you we're open for lit drops Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Nick, let me know if a specific day would be better or time for Walker County. You know, because I want to go when we can get the most volunteers. So. What time is it? Oh, it's already 9:38. All right, let me look at these last comments and then. Oh, Bob says several folks told me yesterday and today that you have their vote. That's awesome, Bob. I'd love to hear that. Okay, so I'm going to hop off. I feel like this was such a slow night, but it was nice just chatting with y'all. Bob and Nick and Steven. I'm going to go deliver, I think, like 3,000 lit pieces to one of our precinct chairs. They're stuffing bags right now, so I have to actually go make another drop off of literature right now. And then come back home, and my 15-year-old daughter wants to watch a movie. She needs mom time. So I'm going to try to make time for that as well. Thank you for joining me. And Nick, I will get back to you in email or probably text. I'll send you a message and let you know on the date and time. But please do message me and let me know if a certain time would work better, so I can try to take that into consideration. If you are watching and have a question, please email the campaign. My email is ehernandez@liz4texas8.com. It's my name spelled out, or my first initial Hernandez at LIZFORTX8.com. Email me if you have a question that you maybe want me to answer on our next live stream on Tuesday at 2 p.m. If you can't join us, I'll answer it on there. Email me if you could help us drop lit or phone bank and anything else if you need anything else. All right, I'm going to log off and I will see you all soon. Thank you.